What's up, you guys? Eddie at Fliptroniks. We're going to be comparing the Samsung Galaxy S10 versus the Sony Xperia 10 Plus. Alright, so I'm going to go over specs, we'll do a gaming comparison, a Netflix comparison, and go over the design of both phones. Alright, so let's kick it off here with the S10. And now this phone's got a beautiful 6.1-inch OLED display, and honestly, out of all the phones out right now, I think this one's probably got the best display. Now, you've got a 6.5-inch LCD display over here on the Xperia, and you know, when it comes to watching video, which we're going to check out shortly, it actually looks really good with this long style. So when we throw up some Netflix shortly, you'll get to, kind of see that. As far as processors go, you've got a Snapdragon 855 over here. Then you've got a Snapdragon 636 over here. So the S10 is going to be a much more powerful phone as far as, playing some high graphic games and whatnot. We will throw up some games as well shortly, but you are going to be looking at a faster phone over here. As far as cameras go, you've got a 12 megapixel back camera on the Xperia, 8 megapixels on the front, and then you've got up to a 16 megapixel here on the S10 on the back, and then a 10 megapixel for, taking some selfies. So this is going to be a better selfie camera. Now, the design of both phones. All right, so basically, you're looking at a polycarbonate design over here on the Sony, which I think looks pretty good, honestly. It's also got some metallic in it, and then over here on the S10, you've got that all glass design. Now, the one thing, if you're super clumsy, the Sony right here is going to take drops much better. If you drop this phone over here, the S10 at all, it's definitely going to crack. I can promise you that. Any of these new Samsung phones or, Apple phones, they crack super easy, and it can be really frustrating. So if you're clumsy, you might want to look into this Sony over here. All right, as far as batteries go, you've got a 3000 mAh built-in battery on the Sony, and then a 3400 mAh built-in on the Galaxy S10. So you're going to be looking at a better, battery life on the S10. Then as far as prices go, the Sony, it's definitely much more affordable. It sells for about $430 brand new right now, as opposed to $900 of the S10. And I will throw some links down there if you want to check out the latest pricing for these phones on Amazon. Now, what I want to do is load up some Netflix, and then we're going to do some gameplay here. And I've got both phones on 50% volume, so you're going to be hearing, basically their quality on 50%. All right, so I'm not sure what I'm going to load up here yet. I think I was watching Lord of War just recently, so I'm going to load that up on both phones, and you'll get to kind of see on this Sony phone, the how it just looks as far as like watching videos with the long screen. Let's make sure we're connected here. All right, let's throw the Netflix back up. All right, so let's check it out. So that's basically what I'm talking about right here. You've got the long display up here, I think looks really good. Now, even though it's not an OLED display, I think it still looks pretty awesome for watching videos. You can kind of see up there. So I'm just gonna let it play for a second. Let me know in the comments what you think as far as, having this long screen, but I think it looks pretty slick. You know what I'm saying? Obviously down here on the S10, I mean, you really can't beat, the OLED display it's got, but, having this long display, I think it actually looks really good for watching videos. All right, so, let's throw up some gaming on these phones now. All right, so the game I'm going to throw up is going to be Left to Survive. It's going to be my game of choice here. And I'll throw it up first here on the Sony, and then I'll bring it back down to the Galaxy S10. Now, you are going to have some of the screen cut off on some of the games you're playing on the Sony. Kind of just happens. There's really nothing you can do about it. You kind of just have to deal with it. So anyways, we'll let this play up here, and then I'll bring it back down. I'm gonna exit it for a second here. Yeah, if you haven't checked this game out either, it's definitely one of my favorite zombie games out right now. It's just kind of ridiculous. All right, I'm gonna get the volume turned up on this a little bit louder, so let's hear it on the max volume setting. All right, so we are in max volume as we get into this next level. So this is gonna be the loudest the phone is. Okay, I'm gonna bring it down to the S10 right now. Hope you enjoyed some of the gameplay up there, but not bad at all. You know, like I said though, you are gonna have to deal with some screen issues as far as like the screen going full screen on some of these games because it's just a longer screen. All right, so anyways, let's get the volume turned up here max. Now the S10 is super loud. All right, so you can pretty much hear how loud this phone is. It's pretty crazy. All right, gonna take it back to the home screen. Okay, anyways, you know, just to wrap things up here, I think that the Sony phone, it's pretty cool. As far as watching videos goes, I do think it looks pretty slick with the longer screen up here. But of course, you know, the S10 definitely gonna be the winner of this just because, you know, it's got that nice OLED display. Looks gorgeous, louder phone, but you gotta pay quite a bit more money for it. Anyways, I'll have some links down there if you wanna check either of these phones out on Amazon for the latest pricing. Let me know what you thought about the comparison here on both phones in the comments. Please hit that like and share. Thanks for watching it, guys, and we will see y'all later.